Welcome to Words with a Twist. And today, my friends, we're going to do a wonderful journal reading on transformation. What is it that we can let go and therefore embrace to become a better version of us? And to do this spread, we're going to look for the card number 13, which is the infamous death card. And so many people take that wrong because when you really think about that number, the 1 and the 3, what's 1 about? It's about possibilities and potential, right? And then the 3 is about creativity and communication. When you can really sit and communicate with yourself about the potentials and possibilities that lay before you, what do you have? You have 4, a solid foundation. So really, when you hear that word or you see the card death, it's actually very positive because it's saying that when you really take a step back and think about all the things that you're doing and how you can raise to the next level of vibration, you then become a better person, have a much better solid foundation. Anyway, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. This is Word with a Twist Tarot with me, Kev. Hello and welcome. And for all my amazing, beautiful followers, thank you so much, because without you all, guess what? This channel would not exist. All right then. So please take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Now, 3 times and clear the deck and ask universe, what message are we going to give all these lovely viewers today by finding the 13, and whatever is behind it, we let go. Whatever is in front of it, we will embrace. All right, let's go. Let's cut the cards one more time. I didn't even cut them, so we're doing it now. And then also, I'm all over the place today. We're going to pull an oracle card at the end to give us a little bit more clarity. And this is from this deck right here, the Moonology Messages Oracle. And it's from the Hayes House. So if you want this one, go there. I think they have a sale right now too on these cards, so check it out. It's really cool. And maybe we'll pull something from the Lenormand deck. I always say that wrong. It's actually Lenormand, but I like saying Lenormand. Just sounds kind of cooler. To kind of see if it has any more messages for us. All right, so then let's find the 13. Here we go. All right then. Here are the 3 cards, which I find a little bit interesting and kind of odd at the exact same time. So what do we have here? We have the death in the middle. So that means that right here is what we have to let go of. Here we have to embrace. Now, why the hell would we have to embrace the infamous devil card, the 15? Let's start with letting go. So the Page of Wands upside down is a little bit stalk your energy. It's fire passion, so it's creativity. And it could also be around upside down. You trust people too easily, maybe. That's what it could be saying. So maybe it's saying to us that we need to let go of always trusting without really vetting. Does that make sense? So before you go out and trust somebody wholeheartedly, vet them first. Because not everybody's honest. They could be giving you things that are a little bit misleading. That's the reversed. So it means to be on guard. Don't always let your guard down. So maybe you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I know I do. And what happens, I'll bite you in the ass. So what I'm seeing here with this card, we need to let go of that. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Keep your guard up at times. Be very aware of stalker type of energy where people are kind of sitting, watching you, seeing what you're doing online and so forth. And then also be leery of people that just won't talk to you, where they ghost you a little bit. So in other words, don't always trust. That is what, my friends, we have to let go of. Now, this has got me spun for a loop here. Why do we need to embrace or focus on the devil? Well, what is the devil about? Addiction, keeping ourselves in bondage to the addiction. There we go. Got it. So you see in the card right here, I'm going to go a little close for you. You see the chains around the people's necks? What do you notice? They're loose. All you have to do is take the chain off, but you don't. Why? Because addiction feels good. It could be addiction to writing, reading, drugs, smoking, cigarettes, sex, whatever it might be, it feels good. And so what we want to embrace is learning to take the chains off of addiction so we can move forward, not getting caught up in the addiction so we can have harmony and peace. Now, why? Why do I say harmony and peace? Because you see the two numbers at the very top of that card? It's a 10 and a 5. What is that? A 10 and a 5 is a 15. You follow me so far? A 1, as we saw, where was that? A 1 is around the possibilities. That's right, the 13, the 1 and the 4. The 1 and the 3 is a 4, right? So the 1's around the possibilities and potentials that you have before you. And when you can break away from addiction, you have so much more potential opportunity before you, right? And then the 5 is around struggle, things that hold you back, things that can hold you down. So when you understand that and you put the 1 and the 5 together, what do you have? You have the number 6. And 6 surrounds harmony. So when you can finally walk away from the addiction, when you can finally embrace the fact that you're no longer chained or in bondage to it, you can now be in harmony because you can now grow and become a better version of you. I love it. You notice how every time people say, oh my God, the devil card, the sky is falling. Oh my God, death, I'm dying. No. See, those people that say that kind of crap are liars because this is not about you dying. It's more of a metaphor. And it's really about dying to self, letting go of the ego, transforming. How do you grow in life? You have to get rid of the ego. And once you do that, you walk from the shadow into the light. And when you walk into light, you can then abandon and control those things that keep you chained to the dark side. And you then move off into the light. Isn't that amazing? So really, these cards are not bad cards at all. Actually, I like them because when I see these come up for me, when I'm doing my own personal readings for myself, it allows me to reflect and go, okay, what is it that maybe is kind of keep me pinned down? Again, this means addiction. It means here you're really to let go of it. You're tired of it. So you have to embrace what? It's not that you're embracing addiction, you're embracing the fact that you are the one that holds yourself back. So when you finally realize that, and you finally focus on that it's you holding you back, your possibilities open up and are endless. And then you can move forward into better and greater things. Now, should we pull from there? What do you say? Let me hear it. Drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I don't know if I should do it, but we're going to do it. All right. So any of the message we can get from this little read with the page saying about be careful of like stalker energy, be careful of trusting people too much, and also, be aware of things that you may be in bondage to so you can become a better version of you. All right. What does this little beautiful deck have to tell us for today? Crossroads. Isn't that so true? When you have things or people around you that you always trust, it does put you in a crossroad, doesn't it? And it makes you have to make a very important decision. And what's really interesting, remember how I said this was a 4? This is a 22. A 22 is a master number. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm going to reduce it, which gives me a 4. Because when you can finally understand what the crossroad is, trusting too much, you then have a solid foundation. You see that? It's not just brilliant how that works out. Then when you have crossroads, it can bring challenges. And isn't that something too? You have a 3, 13, 3, 13. You get that? It's funny how these cards align. And the mountains are around struggle. So when you sometimes sit at a crossroads and can't make a decision, it brings on challenges. It's very difficult to move over. And that's your transformation. That's dying to maybe the way you think, the way you believe, because when you finally can understand that you can't always trust everybody, you die to that thing, and then you can overcome those hurdles, and you're no longer hurt because you know that it ain't you, that is them. And then, of course, clouds. 6, harmony. But the thing about this is, after you overcome clouds, you always second guess yourself. Clouds, a little bit of confusion, right? But when you can finally overcome that confusion, overcome that addiction, what do you have? You have that amazing harmony. That's the 6. I'm kind of curious if we add these together, what comes up. So we have a 6 plus a 4 is a 10 and a 3 Oh my goodness. Are you following me on this? Well, let's count this one more time. Hold on. 4 plus 6. So you can see the 6 right there. And we have a 4 right here. A 6 and a 4 is a 10. And then a 10 and a 2 and a 1. 10, 2 is 12, and a 1 is 13. 13. What card is that? What card is this? What card is that? 13. You have a 4. You have a 4. When you can overcome your challenges, when you can understand the crossroads in life is because maybe you trust a little bit too much. And you overcome these, you you overcome these obstacles and no longer clouded by your decisions of moving forward. You have a solid foundation because you're no longer caught up in anything that can bind you down. If that doesn't blow you away, wow, man, I don't know what will, because this just blew me away because the numbers never lie. And if you notice, you pull the cards and the numbers correlate with one another, all around having a solid foundation by overcoming difficulties, which brings you to harmony. Also interesting, let me show you something. This is actually pretty cool. You see how it's a 15, the spiritual card, right? So remember, major arcanas are always around the spiritual side of things. So then, what am I looking for here? Well, I'm looking for the mirror of that card. The shadow. Now I'm going to show you the light right there. So why do I pull out the Lover's card? Why did I do that? What number is at the very top of that? It's a 5 and a 1. A 10 and a 5. 15 and a 5 and a 1 is a 6. This is 6. So the mirror to darkness is the light of the lovers. You finally become in union with yourself. You finally can become above with yourself. You're happy. When you can break the addiction, you have the harmony. You have the happiness. Everything works for you. Also, notice this. This is kind of cool. You see in this card right here, when you're under addiction, the devil torches your tail and then tempts you with the fruit. Do you see that? But then when you're in harmony, your tail's not being lit. The tree behind you is, so temptation is always there, but you can ignore it because now you're stronger. You raise above that to the next vibration. And because you no longer are tempted by the fruit, the snake is there on the tree. But because you got everything together, you're no longer tempted either. You're no longer tempted either because you now have raised above that to the next vibration. I find that absolutely wild and interesting. So with that, can the Oracle tell us anything more? Can we get any more amazing messages from this little read today? Let's find out. For our transformation read here, what other message can you give us, universe, to help us really become better versions of us, to help us transcend to the next level? That's what we all want in life, right? Nobody wants to stay at the same level. We all want to move up. Sometimes we get stuck and don't know how. And that's where little reads like this can help us see where the kinks in the link are at, right? Kinks in the link, or link in the kink in the chain fence, right? Miss a link here or there. Well, how do we, put that back together? How do we, fix that? Well, by finding harmony, by not trusting too much, by being aware that certain things can catch us off guard and keep us addicted to something that we really don't need. And when we can get beyond that, then we have harmony and peace, and we have the lovers, right? Not always about sex either. What's love about? Loving yourself, self-love, self-worth, because you are worth more than anything in this world. That I'll tell you. And then these Lenormand cards say the exact same thing, that the crossroads is from always trusting, gives you challenges and struggles, but then when you overcome them, you're very when you overcome them, you get a little bit clouded up, but it's okay because once you realize that you are free, you have harmony, the 6. See that? The light work within you. So then, what are the messages can we get from this little read today? Let's see. All right, here we go. Excited to see abundance. Isn't that amazing? So when you finally can move on to the next level in life, and you can break away from the chains of addiction and the chains of trusting without vetting all the time, you then have abundance because your energy now is given back to you. It's not given to somebody else. It's not given to an addiction because you're transforming into something better. You're transforming into that harmony that you so deserve. Anyway, all my beautiful, lovely friends, if you enjoyed this reading, I really want to hear your thoughts on this one. So please drop me a comment below. And if it resonates, give it a like, hit the subscribe button as well to get more tarot insights delivered directly to you. So a little pop-up comes, goes, hey, Read the Twist has a new video. You'll be able to check it out as soon as it comes out. Anyway, until next time, I want y'all to take care, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.